And record. Can't hear you on your end.
Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, we're recording. We're live. It's Monday freaking night. Who else has jet lag? Okay, so I'm gonna bring the biggest and the baddest of the hype. Here we go. All right, who was at NYKO? Hold on, we got so many screens here. I gotta flip through and see all your mugs. Love it. Love all the representation. Love all the dedication. I know some of you guys are tired. I know your children want to see you. Mine has been screaming on this monitor for the past 30 minutes. So I get it. So thank you for, again, as we've said to you at NYKO, for those of you who went, and we're saying it again, for showing up tonight. Super important, because there were so many things released at New York Kickoff. And if that is not a sign to you all what is taking place in our company right now, I don't know what else is. Not only was the training amazing, but the fact that Isagenix is putting so much money out and back into the field, investing in each and every single one of us, says so much. Not to mention, for those of you who have not already heard, it was announced at NYKO, but I know there were some rumblings amongst our team pages. Isagenix acquired, okay? It was an acquisition of Zija, which is another nutrition company heavy in the plant-based department. Dr. Plant, our chief science officer, actually came from Zija. So this is going to be an incredible opportunity for us to dominate the market even further. And this is one of many that will come in the future. So just know that is a really good sign that our company is acquiring companies, okay? This wasn't a merger. This was an acquisition, right? We'll be acquiring all of their business builders, their teams, their customers. And we will also be taking on some of their products and building them into our product line, which will expand on our plant-based line. And for those of you who are plant-based or dairy-free like me, this could not have been better news. So we are really excited about that, and you should be really excited about that, because that says so much about the direction that Isagenix is headed and where our minds are right now. So I'm really freaking fired up about that. Some other just quick housekeeping things. We're going to go over a lot of information tonight. Okay, it's going to be a lot. And I'm going to tell you, even me, who most of you know, not all of you, but most of you know, I'm usually on the ball with this stuff. Like, I know everything and everyone comes to me. I am still catching up. So give us a little bit of grace as we share tonight, because we might not have all the answers, but we are taking frantic notes, and we will get all the answers for every single one of you and ensure that you are set up for success moving forward, in ready to crush all of these bonuses and all of the information that we're going to share that is out there for each and every single one of you. Like I said, there is a lot. So I want to give you one more tip. That tip is, I want you to pick one or two things from what we're sharing and focus on them at a time. Do not try to do this all at once, because you are going to drown. And I know there's a lot of different things going on still right now. Some of you are participating in Project U. Some of you are doing a 3x3x3 with Amanda. And Andrea. Some of you guys are participating in a healthy change group. Some of you guys are participating in a business blitz right now. There is a lot going on, okay? Stay focused on what is working for you in your business, and do not get distracted by anything and everything else, okay? Our goal for you right now is for you to take your businesses to the next level, and that looks different for every single one of you. Some of you are going to be looking to rank advance. Some of you are going to be looking to just start sharing. Some of you are going to be looking to identify new business builders. Some of you are going to be going back to old customers and showing them that they can start again without an enrollment, a membership fee. Everyone is in a different place in their business, so you have to honor that. And you cannot compare to anyone else and what they're doing and what they're achieving. And that is so important, because you are going to start seeing rank advancements left and right. I've been doing this long enough to know that's what takes place. So put your blinders on and get laser focused on what your goals are and what your why is. And know that we are all here supporting each other and cheering each other on to those goals, because we believe that you can do whatever you want to do. You just have to take action. That's so unbelievably important. And that was a very, very common message throughout the entire weekend, is you got to take action. All right. So I'm glad that resonated with some of you, because, you never know. I just don't want you guys to get overwhelmed. I want you to come into this feeling fired up and so freaking excited, because in the 6.5 years I've been in this business, they have never put this much money, this much opportunity on the table for us. It is like an all-you-can-eat buffet in all the best ways. Typically I say take a little. No, take every single dollar. There she is, calling my name again. Take every single dollar that they're leaving on the table home with you. And we are here to support you to do it. All right, so I'm going to pass the torch. Amanda is going to kick off, and she's going to talk about some of the easy button opportunities for you to be able to get these products into people's bodies and to start building your business at a rapid pace. Amanda, are you ready, sister?
I'm ready, and I'm so excited, you guys. Who else is fired up that $29 enrollment fee is permanently ditched? Like, if that's not the best news ever, I don't know what is. This means if someone wants to simply try a canister of shakes, we don't have to be like, well, it's going to be a $29 enrollment fee for the year. So this is just an amazing opportunity to invite more people in. And it's also an amazing opportunity to follow up with anybody, because it's kind of like a promo, although it's indefinite. It's another reason to let somebody know, hey, our company is doing it right. It's indefinitely $29 off. I'm gonna give you guys an example message of how I followed up with someone today about this, and then I'm gonna just share something very quick with you on why this is A, super exciting, which you all know, but B, nothing is gonna change as far as we still wanna get people on auto ship, and I'm gonna give you verbiage around that as well, okay? So the first thing is follow up with people about this. So the second idea with this is leverage Kim Nace's story, our ISA body winner, right? If you have people that once expressed interest in these products, and you're not A, following up about it now being indefinitely $29 off, and B, if you're not following up that our own team member and dear friend Kim Nace has won our ISA body challenge, then I don't know what you're doing. Okay, I don't know what you're doing. This is prime real estate for every single one of you to invite more people in, okay? So first and foremost, even if it's a business person, business people, financial people that want to make money, they kind of usually want to feel better in their own skin too. So leverage that. Leverage it if it's someone who you've reached out to about the financial opportunity that hasn't responded. Maybe that'll get their attention. So here's what I said. I said, hi, Ginger, circling back, as now all membership fees have been dropped. The system is $29 off permanently. And I'm so excited as my friend crushed her 70-pound weight loss goal and won a massive award of $25,000 through our lifestyle system. I call Isagenix a lifestyle system because it is. That's my terminology. And I said, here's her before and after. She's amazing. Let me know if now is a better time to set up a chat. So I don't know if you guys can see my phone, but I had this picture of Kim, you know, the ISA body one, the professional one, and I sent that. So use this, guys. Leverage it as a reason to reach out, number one. Number two, ISA Life app. It's so easy to enroll people through ISA Life app, and I got away from it, but lately I've been using it more. I want to remind you guys, when you're sending the link, and if you don't know how to enroll people using the ISA Life app, talk to your sponsor, put it on your team threads, and we'll make sure you know how to do it. It's easy breezy, but understand when you're enrolling someone via ISA Life, you always send them a link with the ability to enroll, right? And you push the link out to them via text or Facebook Messenger, okay? They're gonna get, just like normal, they get the option to enroll via preferred customer on auto ship or not. And now the $29 is waived, right? However, they still get that additional 5% off discount if they are on auto ship. They do not get that if they are not on auto ship. So my language has not changed, meaning when I push out this link to someone via IsoLife, here's what I say. And yes, I will put this in our chat once I'm done talking. And you can copy and paste it and share it with your respective teams. Oh man, I had this all teed up and I ended up getting a text and I looked at my text and now it messed me up. So hang on one second, I'm gonna pull it up quickly. So you guys can just hear what I say. Let's see. Actually, you know what? If I do a search my text message under driver's seat, because it's my language when I'm talking to someone, there we go. It's right there. So I use my search often in my text messages. I don't know if you guys know that. You can do that. Saves me like millions of times, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so here's what I say. And I send it accompanying the link. Here you go. This link above will expire in 48 hours. Then default to the retail price, which would be 30% more. So if this looks good, you'll want to order within that window. As a reminder, okay, that was when I was telling her something about this promo going on. Let's see. Nobody. Okay, this is not a good example, but I'm going to read to you what I normally say. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I thought I had this a little bit more prepared, but I don't. But that's okay. But I'm going to give you the language around this because it's very similar to what I say to everybody. Okay, here we go. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay. So you will want to sign up as a preferred customer on AutoShip as it saves you an additional 5%. But I want to remind you, you are in the driver's seat. As long as you cancel the day before your 29th day, and I make sure I put the date before their auto ship day, then as long as you can't cancel or edit or push out your auto ship at least the day before, then you're good. I'll walk you through this every step of the way. We can touch base upon your third week and talk about options, see what you want to do, or you can cancel altogether. No commitment or financial penalty for canceling at all. So I make sure, and I'll clean that up before I send it over, but I make sure I communicate to them why they want to sign up as a preferred customer on AutoShip. Nothing's changed with that. They still are going to get a much better discount, right? So I don't ever have an issue signing people up on AutoShip, ever. And maybe you're not utilizing IsoLife app. Maybe you prefer to enroll people through your back office, and that's fine. You know, do what feels right for you. When I'm doing that, and they give me their enrollment information, I then literally send them a text message saying, hey, just want to let you know, I default everyone on AutoShip as it saves them you an additional 5%, but please know you're in the driver's seat. You know, I use that same language. So I don't give people an option. I'm not like, hey, so do you want to do the AutoShip? It's like 5% more. It's, you know, no, do you tell people? So I hope that helps. This is really exciting, guys. You know, most companies do charge you an additional fee to get the wholesale pricing, but we are no longer doing that. What will happen, however, is when someone is ready to share and they're ready to earn a referral bonus, that is when they convert to an associate, is when they will pay that one-time membership fee of $29 to be able to participate in our compensation plan. And all they're doing is just moving that money around, right? They're moving that money around and they're doing it for the greater good of our entire company. If you have questions, feel free to type them on the chat. Oh man, Nick and Addie are on the call. What's up? So I hope this has helped you guys. I'm gonna put it all in the chat here, but any questions you have, type it out. And sorry, I talked forever on that one. So I think, let's see. Elizabeth, do you want to go now?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Rhiannon, is it one time only or for each year? It's a really great question.
There's a renewal fee. Just
okay, so it's just like the old renewal fee when people paid that. So it's going to be a yearly membership fee. Okay.
It's 29. It's not 39. So before there was like a stipulation of it was 29 if you were on Lifestyle Rewards, 30. It's just 29. And people will be automatically charged. Now, what I will tell you is there's been some questions, and I got kicked off, and I'm sorry if you already covered this, and just tell me to shut up if you did, in regards to people who are associates now who want to, I guess, demote themselves to an associate. There has not been clarification provided, but they are recommending if that is your request and that you would like to do that, please contact Isagenix directly. So that's where you can direct your associates to if they would like to become a customer instead. And the $29 covers the cost of the website and the business tools in the back office. It does not include ISA Sales Tool Pro, which someone else will be talking about today on the call, for those who were curious.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, fired up, guys. That's all I really had to touch on. And that's really, to me, it's like next level awesome for every single person, for all of us. And it's a really great opportunity to go follow up with people. So, yay. Elizabeth, do you want to step in? And
Yeah. All right, you guys, I'm going to cover the crystal reset. So I would love to know in the comments, type me if this is your first crystal reset ever. You've never participated in it. You're new. Stephen, Jess, Lauren, Susan. Awesome. Okay, so we've got some newbies on here. So this is going to be helpful, but I think sometimes we forget how this works. And so I'm going to go through it because sometimes we forget some details. And so I'm going to go through it. However, I want you to keep in mind that all of this information, in fact, everything that we're pretty much talking about is on isagenixbusiness.com or in your back office. So if you need a tool to go to refer to, that's where you want to go. However, we are going to try to explain some things tonight so that maybe it gets a little bit clearer. So the crystal reset is really near and dear to my heart because that's how I rank advanced in the beginning. I did not share intentionally until about 8 months in, and I was a consultant, and then they had the very first crystal reset after NYKO in 2014. And that's when I decided I wanted to share, and I was able to go through all the crystal bonuses because I had missed them. So if you're new to sharing Isagenix, and maybe you got a late start or maybe you missed your window of opportunity, just so that you know, you can rank advance at any part during your journey. You can do that any part during your journey. However, if you want to get that crystal title and you want to get that crystal bonus, there is a window of time for us. And sometimes we're just not ready to share. Sometimes we miss deadlines. Sometimes we're just later on in our journey. But these resets come about usually once a year, if we're lucky, to give us a second try, or maybe a third or fourth for some people, and that's perfectly okay. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to restart the clock as if you just got started. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to think about the highest rank that you have achieved in Isagenix. Okay, it doesn't matter if you had consultants fall off. It doesn't matter what it shows in your back office right now. What is the highest rank that you've hit in Isagenix? And know what that is. For some of you, it's associate. For some of you, it's consultant. Some of you have hit manager or crystal manager, director, executive. That is your starting point with the crystal reset. It is not what your paid as rank is, meaning what you currently have going on in your business center. It is your recognition rank. So for this, you're going to take where you are, recognition, and you're going to think about what's next. What have you not reached? And so if you are an associate right now, you're new to sharing, you have not rank advanced to consultant and beyond, through this crystal reset, no matter when you came in, if you're brand new or you've been around for a year or two, you're eligible to go through all the ranks and get all the crystal bonuses. And I'll talk to you about the time frames and the dates and the bonuses in a second. But I want to make sure everybody knows what they're eligible for because people get really confused by this. So if you're an associate, you can go all the way through, okay? So you got the whole thing. If you're a consultant right now, your next level is crystal manager, crystal director, and crystal executive. If you are a manager, whether you hit crystal manager or manager, it doesn't matter. You cannot go back and hit Crystal Manager if you missed the Crystal title. You are a manager. Your next rank is Crystal Director and Crystal Executive. If you're a director or a Crystal Director, your next rank is Crystal Executive. And if you have hit Executive, which is our highest rank, guess what? This is the best part. You get to go through the whole thing all over again. You get to go through all of them. Now, the key thing I want you to know about executives, if you're an executive on here, which means you have helped 10 people become consultants, personally enrolled to you, you can go through and get Crystal Manager and Crystal Director and Crystal Executive. However, you need to create brand new consultants. This is different than for consultants, managers, and directors right now, rank advancing. So if you're an executive right now, you can't reactivate or use some of your existing ones. You need to go through and create all new consultants. If you're anything other than an executive and you're rank advancing, you can use your existing consultants. You can reactivate. So if like you hit manager at one point, but both of your consultants have dropped off. If you get them inspired and they decide to become consultants again, reactivate, they can count towards your rank advancement. I hope that makes sense because sometimes that gets blurry. But the big thing you need to know is that if you're an executive, you do have to create 10 new ones. Okay, so let's talk about the bonuses and the deadlines. So if your next rank is Crystal Manager, that's helping 2 people become consultants, doesn't matter which side, your deadline is March 22nd. You're going to want to put that in your calendar. You get a $250 bonus plus residual plus PIB plus $100 for helping them become consultants. Okay, so this is a bonus on top of all the other comp plan normalcies that we have. If your next rank is Crystal Director, your deadline is May 17th. And Crystal Director is helping 6 people become consultants, personally enrolled to you, doesn't matter which side. Could be whatever side you want. You want to start to balance at this point, but it doesn't technically matter. If your next rank is Crystal Executive, your deadline is July 12th, and it does matter. You need a balance of 5 and 5 on either side. That is 10 total consultants. And I skipped the director bonus is $750, and the executive bonus is $1,000. Let me see if there's anything that I missed. And if you guys have questions, I'll check on here too. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So I get distracted when I read comments. That's a really long one right there. Let's see. I think everything.
You're good, Elizabeth.
So the Crystal Consultant deadline, that is not part of the reset. That is something that was added to our comp plan. However, it is now. So if the Crystal Consultant bonus is within 30 days, if someone becomes a consultant of being converted to an associate. It used to be, so it's $50 for any time frame, but it's $100 if they do it within 30 days. That is not part of a reset, to my knowledge. That's just part of our comp plan now. That's something that has been added. So we just ended the promo where it was $150. So it was an extra $100. That was a promotion, but they've decided to put it and keep it in our comp plan, but it's $100. So it's basically doubling the consultant bonus. So that's a good thing to bring up. It's not part of our reset, but it is a new addition to our comp plan. So Crystal Consultants within 30 days. Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, I just have a quick question. If somebody's rank is manager and or Crystal Manager, they can only go for director and above. Even though it's a Crystal reset, it doesn't count if it's just director versus Crystal Director, correct? It's that.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you, yes, in that example, in any example, if you just missed the Crystal title, but you still hit the rank, unfortunately, you can't get that bonus again for the same rank. You've already achieved it by helping, 6 consultants or 2 consultants or 10. You've got to go to the next rank because you've already achieved that rank. You just didn't get the Crystal title. So that's a good question. People get confused about that too. All right. Well, I'm going to move on to Renee. Is it Renee? Yes? All right, go for it.
All right, awesome. So there has been a lot of curiosity and questions around these new leadership pools. So I want to go over with you guys what the criteria is. First and foremost, for those of you who have been around, I want you to wipe out anything and everything from the old pools from your memory, okay? Because none of that applies. All right, so clean slate, day one, we're just gonna talk brand new. And I'm going to go up, I'm going to start with the manager pool, and then I'm going to go to the director pool. If there is any confusion whatsoever, which, listen, there's guaranteed to be confusion, okay? Just guaranteed. Don't feel like you have to throw your hands up in the air. One, you can post comments over here in the chat. You can ask questions. I'll do a few little mini Q&A afterwards, or you can ask them in your group threads as well or on the team pages. So just know this isn't like the be all end all of training on this topic, but it is an important one. But the number one thing is don't let your lack of understanding what they are stop you from going out and enrolling people and creating consultants, okay? These are here. They will happen. Many of us made money in these leadership pools way back in the day or even last year and still had no clue what the hell we were doing. So if that's you, don't let it paralyze you. All right. I'm done with that. So the brand new manager leadership pool, this is brand new. We have never had a leadership pool for manager. So you guys are super lucky, okay? Anyone, and I'm going to give you all the criteria. And remember, this is in your back office, but I'm going to read it to you. Maybe it'll resonate or you'll hear it differently. Starts effective today, okay? These pools are going to be these leadership pool, it's got a specific calendar, okay? And if you look in your back office, there's gonna be a view of the calendar of when the pool month starts and then the benchmark dates. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. But as you're getting into that manager rank, it's gonna be really important for you to be able to understand your back office reports. If you've never looked at that tab, this is gonna be that time, okay? You're gonna go under those business reports now and you're gonna look at those leadership pool reports that are there. And it's gonna show you right in it what your benchmark is so you know what you're working at. What is a benchmark for those of you who are brand new? Each week, we tally up how many times you've gotten what we call a residual payout or a cycle. Every cycle is worth $54. I know some of you guys are really, really new, so I want to make sure we're clear on that. Okay, so we add those up, and what they do is they're going to do a look back of I think it's 4 weeks of how many cycles you've had, and then they're going to average those, and that gives you your benchmark. Okay, so they want to see you growing week over what that benchmark they've created is, which shows that you have business growth. There's some other factors in here that I'm going to talk about in a minute, but that's one of them, is that you're having what we call cycle growth, okay? And that's those residual payouts. All right, so there's about $75,000 in the manager leadership pool. A lot of money is put into this pool. And so here's the criteria that you have to meet in order to play. Okay, you must be an active rank of manager for a minimum of 1 week during the bonus pool month. So it's important for you to know when the bonus pool month starts. So for example, January 27th to February 23rd is going to be our first bonus pool month that all of us are going to be able to participate in who qualify. Okay, you must be an associate. This is good for United States, Canada, Puerto Rico. And you must have never hit the rank of director before today, okay? So if you've never hit director before today, you can play in the manager pool. I want to make sure everyone understands that. If you've hit director, you cannot play in the manager pool, okay? You must enroll at least one new customer per month on 100 BV or more, okay? One person a month. You must personally develop a minimum of 1 rank advancement per month. So you must create at a minimum a consultant once a month to participate in the manager pool. That is a very new criteria that we did not have previously, okay? And you must increase your monthly net cycles by 1 or more over that 4-week benchmark. Remember I talked about they're gonna look at your 4 weeks previously, see how many times you cycled, create that benchmark. You must grow by at least 1 or more to participate in this pool, all right? So you're gonna earn for new enrollments, you're gonna earn 1 point for each new personally enrolled associate with 100 BV or more. This is capped at 5 points. So your goal every month should be to enroll 5 people, because then you can make sure that you're maxing out that number within this, what we call the formula for the leadership pools. The second one is you need to have that personally enrolled rank advancement. You're going to get 1 point for the first time your personally enrolled rank advances. All right. And lastly, your net cycle growth, you're going to earn 1 point for every net cycle increase above your benchmark. All right. So that's the formula that they're going to be putting in here, as well as being how many weeks you are paid as a manager. Okay. And it has to be a minimum of 1 week. So what they'll do is they'll multiply those. The number of new enrollments, maximum of 5. The number of personal rank advancements, it must be at least 1. And the net cycle growth, okay, which must be a minimum of 1. So if you have a 0 in there, it's going to zero you out, which makes sense. So that's why you need to make sure that you're using, well, it was called the Leader in Action formula. This is going to be a little bit different. They're going to create some worksheets, but you can use the worksheet that you have in the back office for the manager so that you can track where you are week over week over week to make sure you don't have any zeros, right? And then the last one is the week says paid as active manager. And that's going to give you your monthly shares amount, and that's going to determine how much money you make in the manager leadership pool. Okay. Now that's manager. I went over a lot of the different criteria. I'm not going to go any deeper than that. I think that was plenty. The director leadership pool also has $75,000 in it. It goes January 27th through July 26th as of right now. This pool does. That pretty much takes us right up to celebration. You must be an active rank of director for a minimum of 1 week during the pool month. And you must have never hit the rank of executive before today. Okay, you must again enroll 1 member a month on 100 BV or more. You must develop a minimum of 1 rank advancement per month, and you must increase your monthly net cycles by 2 or more for the 4-week benchmark. Okay, so whereas manager was 1, this is going to be 2. And that is really the only difference in the criteria for the director leadership pool. Okay, now I haven't been looking at the comments because I've been looking at the document just to make sure I'm giving you guys correct information, but I'm going to hop back over to the messages over here. For visual people, it's all there. So here's the thing about the pools, guys. Don't get caught up in the details and the semantics. If you are a numbers person and you really want to see those numbers because you like to make sure you don't have any zeros, I mean, I'm just going to be real. That's me. That's why I'm going to Whistler. Amanda can tell you. I kept track of hers the majority of the time because I just love numbers. Reach out. Okay. I can show you exactly what to look for. Just give me like a couple days to get situated. But I just want you guys to know, like, the number one thing that you need to focus on is 1 enrollment minimum a month, 1 rank advancement minimum a month, and supporting your team and the growth of your downline. Because the deeper your business grows, the more stable your business will be. Those are your roots. You're going to sink them deep into the ground. Okay. All right. Repetition breeds confidence. I love it. I love it. Y'all, I've been using so many of the things from my talk over the past couple of weeks and you didn't even know it. Okay. So lastly, I want to go over the executive lifestyle bonus. So many of you guys have goals to get to and be paid as executive. And I want to tell you that my goal this year, and I can speak on behalf of Elizabeth and Amanda and Andrea and Melissa and anyone who has ever been paid as executive on this team, our goal is to get anyone who wants to be executive to executive. I want to be an executive making factory. That is my goal this year, is to have as many executives as we can. And all I'm going to tell you is that you want to get to executive before celebration. That's it. I'm just going to tell you, you want to be executive before celebration. Details will come. Okay. So the dates to remember for the executive lifestyle bonus, and I'm going to glaze over this quickly because I don't want to get in the weeds with this. January 27th of this year to January 24th. The way it works is you must be paid as executive each day of the month. You personally must be active and you must enroll 2 customers per month on 100 BV or more with lifestyle rewards. So as Amanda mentioned, guys, you've got to put people on lifestyle rewards. Even if they call and remove it the next day, who cares? Put them on lifestyle rewards. All right. You don't get double PIB if people aren't on lifestyle rewards. So if you're enrolling on packs, you're just doing yourself a disservice too. All right. So the way it works is if you meet that criteria and you are paid as executive for the entire month and it's going to align with the leadership pools, this we did get clarification on, okay? You're going to earn $750 for that very first month. All right. You do it again the second month, you're going to earn another $750 bonus. Okay. It gets better. For every 3 consecutive months you achieve this bonus, on that third month, instead of $750, they're going to give you $1,000 bonus. Okay. So if you're following me and you're good at math, guess what? You stay paid as executive for all 12 months of the year, you are guaranteed an extra $10,000 in your check. $10,000. I can't even. Like, you have no idea how hard some of us who have stayed as executive all year have worked just to make $10,000 in the leadership pools in the previous way things were set up. This is incredible because it levels the playing field for everybody, and you all have an opportunity to cash in a massive way. Okay. So that's the way that bonus is going to work. It will pay out the following month as close to the 15th of whenever the pay period is. As far as markets that are participating, every market is participating in the executive bonus, the lifestyle bonus, except Korea. So this is incredible too, because a lot of the promotions are exclusive to Canada, US, Puerto Rico, and the United States, but not this. This executive lifestyle bonus applies to everybody. Okay. Paid as executive means 5 consultants personally enrolled to you and 5 consultants personally enrolled to you on your right and left. I left that part out. Left and right, 5 and 5. Okay. Super important. Who's up for the challenge to race to executive with me? I'm going back to executive.
Hey,
Not to
Brittany.
mention
Oops, sorry.
all those bonuses you're going to get along the way to get to executive. You guys want to be executive. You're also going to still get that 10% match of all of your personally enrolled of their cycles. That was something that never went away. It's not going away. You're still going to get it. I thank Amanda Ham every single day for all of her cycles that she brings my way, an extra 10% match. All right. Amanda, you had a question?
Nope, I was just going to make sure, I was just going to talk about the matching. Just like
Oh.
yet another cherry on top.
Oh, that's my cherry. It's sweet too. So I don't think there were any more questions over here as far as the executive pool, but I know so many of you are not only capable of being executive, but I want you to draw it out. I want you guys to get out those maps to executive. And I want you guys every single day to update, or every week or month, whatever it looks like to you, that map to executive. You meet someone new and they're a firecracker, you put them on your freaking map to executive. You can never have enough people on your map to executive. Okay, double up. Yeah, what about the pencil?
Use a pencil when you do your map to
Oh. Yes, write it in pencil because you will constantly be changing it. People shift and change. You never want to get attached to the outcome of the potential of someone, or you never want to get attached to what you think they're capable of, because action, it's all about action. Who is going to get into action? All right, so I'm going to pass the torch over to Andrea. She's got a lot of stuff to share with you that's wicked exciting. So take it away, sis.
What's up, y'all? Are we in information overload? This has been so helpful, and like everyone has said, if you're feeling like overwhelmed, know what's most and then move on to the next thing when you're ready for it. I'm going to talk to you about the 2 app updates that were talked about.
Okay.
Andrea.
Sucky.
Hey, Andrea.
Yeah.
Your internet's freezing
Oh.
a lot.
Okay, I had to direct connect. I feel you, sister.
No? Yes?
That's good.
You just froze again, but
Hang on. I might have to go out my living room. Hang on.
it's funny when people freeze. It's always an awkward phase.
I had a direct connect. Mine was terrible too.
Okay, is this better?
No.
No. No? What the heck? Why? No?
Can you use your phone?
Yeah.
Jen Trailer just asked Renee if she was still in her stage makeup. Yeah, Renee hasn't showered since Saturday.
Excuse me, I washed my hair today for the first time since Thursday. Easy there, Tiger. I was gonna say I can start talking about it if she wants me to. All right. Until she gets her
All right.
internet.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can.
I don't know where she went now.
Okay. We'll start this off, and then she can pick it up where we put
Oh wait,
it down.
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was muted. Okay, are we good? Sorry, y'all. I was on my didn't want to be on my phone because I was going to look at the app, but that's okay. Okay, so I was first talking about the ISA Life app. So really nothing has changed there, except that they have simplified the ISA body process. Which, can we get an amen on that? So basically, if you go on your ISA Life app, in the bottom right hand where the little man guy is, and you click on that, you should see it now in your app. It'll say ISA body something something, and you click on that, and it shows you where you currently are in your ISA body challenge, and it even shows you all of your past submissions that you've done. So it's all loaded in there. It's so easy. You can now submit the your picture right there, and it has a timestamp on it, so you don't have to do a separate timestamp app. You don't have to hold up a newspaper. It's so simple. The other thing they do is they tell you how much BV you have purchased for your ISA Body Challenge. So if you don't know, the ISA Body Challenge has to have a minimum of 500 BV to qualify for the free product. So that's about 125 BV a month. So, you know, for most of us who are building a business, that's not usually a problem. But for our customers, it's really great for them to be able to see that they are, you know, that they're keeping up to that 500 BV a month. And as we know, guys, the more people, the more customers we have in ISA Body Challenge, the higher our BV carts are. People are ordering more product when they are in the ISA Body Challenge. So now it is so simple to guide them right to their ISA Life app, which they should of course download, and show them how to sign up for the ISA Body Challenge. The other great thing that they did with ISA Body is they did away with the essay, unless you actually are somebody who wants to be considered to win the ISA Body, like our amazing Kim, right? Like the essay is a huge part of what they look at to pick a winner for ISA Body. But if you're not really looking to be considered for that, they have done away with the essay process. So minimum requirements is to get your photos uploaded, and of course to purchase the BV to be able to get the product coupon and the t-shirt. And as soon as you submit, this was another thing that they said, as soon as you submit your final ISA Body deadline pictures, and as long as you've met the criteria for BV, they are going to put the $200 coupon in your back office right away. So no more waiting, no more wondering how long it's going to take to get in there. They've really streamlined it, and they've done that because the evidence is there of how much more product people order when they are in the ISA Body Challenge. So take advantage of that and really get people excited about it. Okay. If you're in a current challenge, Carrie, I think I just saw your question pop up. If you're in a current challenge, you have to wait until your current challenge is done to be able to kind of go into this new sort of process. So if you're currently in one, you kind of have to finish it up the old way, and then moving forward, you can use this new process. I don't know, Carrie. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to play. I'm in a challenge, so I need to. I don't know if mine looks different. we'll have to ask about that. We'll find out. Okay. The other, sorry, I'm looking at Camille's. If y'all can, maybe Renee, if you can type in there. The other app update that is really important is the ISA Sales Tool app is now converted to Isagenix Business. So if you are somebody in the past who has used the ISA Tools app, you need to make sure that you go in and you update your app in the App Store, or you may even have to delete and re-download because there's been some like logging in issues. And if you have never used that, then go ahead and download, it's called Isagenix Business. Go ahead and download that new app. And you got, oh, hang on one second, crap, hang on. Was I super fast? Sorry, I had my notes in my office. Okay, so there is, so the Isagenix Business app is free, okay? So you can download that app and there are some incredible tools. As a matter of fact, ISA Pulse is now going to be also in the Isagenix Business app. And there's actually more information than just your cycles. They're giving you just more details, although for most of us that has not updated yet, it's really random. Like for a lot of us, it says that we enrolled in 1969. So there's clearly still some glitches, but know that that's coming. They're giving us more data in the app so that it's easy access. We'll be able to access our team view. It's just going to be so much more streamlined, and we're going to have more, like we're going to be able to access reports all at the touch of a button. So they're really trying to streamline that. And guys, let me just tell you, especially for those of us who are not me, I'm not younger, those of you on the call who are younger, and for those of us who are enrolling younger people, the feedback that I have been hearing is that they are so impressed. I have former students joining my team, people in their young 20s. They are so impressed by this technology. So while it may feel a little overwhelming to some of you, and you're like, I don't want that, I highly encourage you to really kind of dive into it and experience it, because it could be what makes it or breaks it for somebody that you're bringing into your business, because people are looking for streamline and people are used to using technology. So while it may not be your first kind of go-to, it could be the thing that makes somebody say, oh my gosh, look at this company, they really have it together. I could see me doing this because I literally can do it from an app on my phone. ISA Life app, same way. Like I know somebody, like they're just so impressed by it, the fact that they can enroll people, etc. So on the Isagenix Business app, there's a free version and there is a pro version. So I'm going to kind of talk about the difference between those two. On the free version, everybody has access to reports. Everybody has access to sharing tools. And this is really great, guys. There's a ton of like PDFs in there and videos, and you can just go straight in there and you can be like, oh, the PDF is great. Oh, somebody was asking me about hydrate. Boom, boom. I'm going to text them this link. It's going to be, the 411 on hydrate. Like there's tons of stuff in there, and it's all, of course, compliant, easy, done. You can keep track of your contacts. So some of us use notebook paper. Some of us use whiteboard. Some of us use Post-it notes. Some of us have different apps that really help us keep track of our prospects. Well, you can now in this app keep track of all of your contacts. So it'll sync what's in your phone. So you can go ahead and have like an Isagenix team contacts. And you can also be like out and about with somebody and you meet them and you consider them to be a prospect. You can go ahead and add them into the contacts on this app. So everything's in one place. And then right there from the app, you can be like, oh, that person was asking me about a 30-day system. Boom, I'm going to send them this information straight from the contacts. You can go to, like if so you have somebody order a system, they have the open box call where Isagenix does, you open your box and here's what you get and here's what you do. You can literally boom, boom, text that from the app. Whereas now I'm like, oh, I either go to Vimeo or I go to my notes or all these different places. It's all in one place. It's so streamlined. You'll get notifications, and then they also do education things. So the free version is great. Like, there is a lot of information, but I'm also going to kind of talk to you about the paid for version and some of the additional bonuses and perks that it has. And I honestly believe that they are relevant. They are massive. And I strongly consider that I strongly suggest that you consider purchasing the monthly pro upgrade. And I'm going to give you a couple reasons why. First is they rolled out a new program called sample sharing. And what they've done is they've taken 2 different products. They've taken the birthday cake shake packets, and they've taken the Bia, one of each flavor. And they have said, listen, if you want to send a sample of these products to a potential customer, we have a program here where for $8.95, we'll send that customer 2 Bias, all right? And they'll send like a beautiful cover letter. It's packaged nicely. It comes directly from customer service, so it's very official. You don't have to run to the post office. Does anybody hate the post office like me? Like, I hate going to the post office, and things sit in my car for like 3 weeks and I feel horrible. So that's all taken care of. So somebody comments on your Bia post, they're like, I want to try that. Cool. For $9, Isagenix will take care of that for you. Now there is an option that you can say to them, hey, listen, if you have to pay the shipping, but Isagenix will send it to you. You're basically sending, the product is free. What they're charging is the shipping. Personally, I probably would not charge somebody for that. I would eat that cost. That's just a personal thing, but you can always take each situation individually. And then if you wanted to send a sample of birthday cake shake, that's $4.95. I don't know about you, but I probably couldn't mail out 1 packet of birthday cake shake of my own personal stock for $5, right? So it's kind of a no-brainer, and it's such a great way, especially on people's birthdays, to message them and be like, I thought of you. We have this incredibly tasting shake with healthy sprinkles. I would love to send you a sample for your birthday. Can I get your address? And they're going to be like, hell yeah. Like, how amazing is that? And then they're in your list. They're in your drip list, your follow-up list. It's brilliant, you guys. But you don't have access to this sampling option unless you are in the pro version. So that's one reason, okay? Another awesome reason is interactive video. So I played around with this yesterday, and it's so flippin' cool. So what you can do is you can record yourself on the video, and you'll be like, hey, Lori, I've been thinking about you, and making it a very personal message, right? Like, I remember you saying you really wanted to try blah, 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 blah. Well, turns out my company has gotten away with the enrollment fee, blah, blah, blah. If you're ready to get started, click on this link, and you can embed your website, and you can make it look like a little cart, like a little shopping cart, or you can make it look like the website thing. But you can embed your website into the video. So they literally are watching the video and they click on the little cart, and it takes them to your website, and they can get started right there. As with all of this, anytime you send something through the app, you'll get an email or a text notification that somebody has started to watch the tool that you've sent, which is really cool. I love that. The other thing that the pro does is they have exclusive content, so specific things to business builders who are really pursuing the business. And then they do coaching emails. So I didn't really get a chance to look at these a lot, but I kind of glanced at it, and it looks like, and they have an email drip campaign for somebody who starts like a weight loss pack. You can activate, like, I started somebody on a value pack. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to have Isagenix send them a drip campaign of emails checking in on them throughout their weight loss journey with Isagenix. So it's kind of just that extra little touch. And they have one for performance, they have one for healthy aging, and then they have like I didn't play around with it a lot, but it was like more like I can't think of what it's called, but it was more like you could customize it to what your customer got. Again, just that added touch. And when we are in this craze of enrolling a ton of people, which I know everybody on this call is going to be, just massive enrolling, you're going to want systems like this, right? Like you're going to want an easy way to be able to be in touch with your customers. So the more practice we get into it, it takes it less off of us, or more off of us, and allows us freedom to be able to follow up with our teammates and go find new customers and let the company take care of the back end. And then the last thing, the desktop service. So you can also, if you have the Pro, you can do all of this stuff on your desktop, which I know some of us, it's nice to get on our desktop and work and be able to access all of this stuff. So that's just another bonus. And then the final bonus that I want to talk to you about with the Pro version is the tax software that they provide to us through the Pro app. So I'm just going to give you guys my personal experience of what I've been doing for the last 5 years. And I'm going to tell you that a lot of you on this call right now really need to step up your tax game. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of tough love here. Here's the truth. You're running a business. And as soon as you start to treat your business like a business, your business will start to treat you like a business. And taxes are a part of our business. We cannot avoid them. But you know what? We are small business owners, and we get so many write-offs that you guys are missing because you're not taking advantage and you're not keeping up with your taxes and your write-offs. So I've been using an app for about 4.5 years now called TaxBot. I love it. Everybody, like Amanda knows I love it. Renee knows I love it. Like I've been using it for years. There's a ton of things out there, but I love TaxBot because I could take pictures of receipts and categorize them right from my app. It was like, boom, I went to dinner, boom, picture. I didn't have to keep up with receipts. I didn't have to go back to my, don't worry about TaxBot Nick, because I'm going to tell you what's coming. All right. All this stuff. It also kept track of my mileage. So every time I drive to Amanda's house, we're doing business. So I write that off. Every time I drive to the coffee shop or the post office or anything that has to do with my business, I write off that mileage. And you guys, mileage is a massive write-off. Not gas. Don't do gas, but do mileage. Okay. But who keeps track of that? Who's like, oh, my odometer today was blah, blah, blah. Like that's a pain in the butt. Let's have something do it for us. So in this Pro app with ISA tools, there is a tax program called Hurdler, Hurdler, Hurdler. And it is fantastic. So I've been like pro TaxBot for years, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to check this out. If it's comparable, I'll consider it, because here's why. I was paying $19.99 a month for TaxBot. The Pro version of this app is $14.95 a month. So I was like, well, that's kind of a no-brainer for me to do the upgrade if I'm gonna get my tax thing with it too. I've been playing around with it now for 3 days since we announced, and I love it. It's actually almost easier than TaxBot. And you guys, it's forcing me to go into my Isagenix business app more often. So I just put in all of my receipts from New Year's kickoff. I drove to Amanda's house today. Guess what I did? I clocked it as business. And it is really kept up with it's been just as good, if not better, than TaxBot. So right there, it's kind of a no-brainer. And here's the deal. Guess what? $14.95 a month is a tax write-off because you're using it for your business. Okay? So to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. It simplifies so much what you're doing. You've got everything you need in there, and you're not locked into anything. If you find that you upgrade and you're not using it, then you can always cancel. You're not locked into anything, but I think it's worth it to at least try, if anything, for the tax purposes, because your CPA will thank you at the end of the year. And I know taxes are a whole other conversation, and we can go down that road another time, but that is just something that has worked really well for me. But I think that was it, unless there was any other questions that you guys had. Or if Renee, you don't want to close this out, Renee or Amanda?
Okay, so we'll wrap this up. It was a good, solid, jam-packed hour. We will have this recording for you ASAP because there is a lot here. But like I said in the beginning, and I want to go back to this, guys, focus on sharing this with as many people as you can, okay? These are details. All of these things will happen. They will take place. You have leaders on this team who will ensure that we help you every step of the way. The minute you hit manager, reach out to somebody in your upline, sideline, or downline so that we can make sure you get clear on it. But right now, your focus and your only focus is to go out and share this with people. Get into action. Reconnect with old customers, reconnect with current customers, reach out to follow up with people that have been on your list who maybe were turned off by a membership fee, okay? But that's where you want to be putting your energy, not in all these little details, okay? The little details will fall into place and we will make sure that we are leading you in the right direction. If you are somebody that is currently eligible for one of these new pools, go ahead and personally reach out, okay? Personally reach out, but don't stress out over what it could be, would be, will be, is going to be. Focus on right now. Because you guys are capable of so much more than what we've done the past 6 months. And I can't wait to see the momentum in this team just skyrocket as a result of all of these extras that have been added in. There is nothing more, and I know all of you can agree, whether you have enrolled one person, 2 people, you've been a manager, director, executive, it doesn't matter. There is nothing more exciting than watching your people get paid. I live for that. One of my number 1 goals this year is to ensure that people in my downline are making money. So I want you each to look back, whether you've been in this a month, 6 months, 6 years. I want you to look back at what you've done. And I want you to set your goals based on what you've done so that every single one of you crushes them and blows them out of the water this year. I love big goals, okay? I love them, but I want to see every single person walk away from 2020 saying, I didn't just succeed, I smashed it, okay? So look at what you've done, set a goal based on that, and let's just freaking blow it out of the water because that's what we're all capable of. This is one of the fastest growing teams and has been for the 6.5 years that we've been in this business, and we're going to take that to the next level, but we can't do it without each and every single one of you putting your heads down, getting focused, getting gritty, okay, getting outside your comfort zone and making it happen. So, Hulk smash. All right, so who's all in? Who's game on? Who's ready to take massive action? Love it. I'm so fired up. I can't wait to see my Isopulse blowing up, and I expect it because I check it all the time, and you'll get text message from us because we're going to show you so much love. We want to recognize each and every single one of you. I can't wait to have like 50,000 posts on Isogenics recognition and in our team pages because that's what this is all about. That's why we do this. We get to lift you up. So here we go. Game on.
Yay! See
Fired up. All right. Literally bold as I love it. I love the bold of the AF. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Get out there. Make it happen. Have an amazing night. We love you all so much. So grateful for
Bye,
you.
everybody. Bye.
Thank y'all.
Good night.
Bye.